Hello, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for coming. And I think there's somebody unmuted and maybe got a video on. Okay, good. So let's just start as we always do with this time where we can get quiet and just send out love and gratitude to our world, because we know that with the power of our I am presence, every part of life gets to feel that feeling of love and gratitude that we send out. Such a blessing for us to have this opportunity. Let's take some slow, deep breaths to get into that peaceful, receptive state. So we breathe in slowly and deeply. We hold our breath. We breathe out. And then we hold our breath. Let's do that for a few more breaths. Now let's listen for our heartbeat. Our heartbeat, which is a pulse of light coming down through the silver cord from our mighty iron presence, anchoring in our heart, giving us life. Let's just see and feel and bless that heartbeat. That heartbeat that anchors into that beautiful threefold flame, which is the anchorage of our mighty I am presence within our physical bodies. Let's just connect with that beautiful flame as we sit in that expanded golden flame in the center, golden yellow flame of wisdom and illumination, perception and discrimination. We see our bodies in this beautiful, dazzling golden flame. To the right, we can see the pink flame, that glorious, dazzling pink flame of pure divine love. And then we see to the left of us that beautiful, expanded flame, that sapphire blue, bringing into us the feeling of the will, the power, the faith and the protection from our mighty I am presence. See and feel and bless this glorious light. Let's take our awareness now up through the top of our head, through the silver cord, to our mighty beloved I am presence. Let's see this glorious, all-powerful, all-knowing, all-loving presence smiling down on us. Our wonderful presence of God, I am. And now we see in the center of our chest a beautiful golden sun forming, dazzling and brilliant like the noonday sun. The beautiful focus of light from our I am presence. Open our hearts and send love and gratitude to our mighty I am presence for beating our heart and giving us life. And now we see those rays from our beautiful sun in the center of our chest, dazzling and brilliant, billions and billions of rays, going forth and connecting up with each and every miniature sun in all the cells of our bodies, our four earthly bodies, all those little inner wakas receiving this expanded light. Let's feel the joy, the happiness, and the gratitude of each and every little inner waka of our four earthly bodies. Sense and see and feel that wonderful light saturating our earthly bodies. And now let's just fill our feelings with a feeling of love and gratitude And let's call to the beloved Ascended Masters, the beloved Ascended Master David Lloyd, the great God of gratitude, to fill us, each one and all mankind, with this feeling, that light substance from the Ascended Master realm of gratitude and love. We see our beautiful suns turning a deep shade of pink with a golden radiance. Gratitude and love for all our many, many blessings. Gratitude and love to the great Ascended Hosts for these marvelous teachings. Gratitude and love for all our loved ones and our friends. Gratitude and love for our homes and our supply. Gratitude and love for all the many, many blessings that we receive daily on our earthly journeys. Gratitude to the great and beloved elemental kingdom, animate and so-called inanimate, the beauty and bounty of nature. God bless, love and thank them, each and every precious one. Gratitude to the beloved angels, and gratitude to all life on our beloved earth. And now we see these rays in this wonderful expanded state, forming a lattice of light, dazzling and brilliant. We see our entire earth folded in this glorious pink and golden light, saturating every part of life on our beloved earth, especially those parts of life that are never loved or thanked, with this wonderful gift, our opportunity of sending love, light, and gratitude to all life. And we just give deep, deep thanks for this. Oh, so good to be able to send out that gratitude. Delia, beloved, are you able to, do you have a screen in front of you? Can you read the opening invocation?
Hello, Anthea. Hello, everybody. Yes, thank you.
Good.
The opening invocation, is it loud enough?
Perfect. Very good.
Okay. Beloved presence of God, I am. It is thy life and intelligence that enables me to read and comprehend and absorb that which is required of me. For life, I am so grateful. Beloved Master Kathumi, I ask for your feeling and your capacity to use this instruction for God's glory and mankind's comfort. We thank you. And now, great I am presence, take me within thyself. There instruct me and cause me to retain the full memory of these inner instructions. Thank you. From beloved Saint Germain.
Lovely. Thank you so much. Thanks, beloved. All right. So this week we've got Gary reading. Bless you, Gary. Just from our beloved great divine director. I know he has told us this before. We might have even read the same thing. We've been doing it for a few years now. So but it can never, for me, can never be reminded too much. It's just so important. And then we've got the video, You Are Constantly Radiating. We've also had that before, but it's also just such good reminders. And then we've continued from last week, which is so Terry from the book that she recorded, the Dictations book, which is such a blessing. So we're continuing what the beloved Mahachohan tells us about working with the elementals, just wonderful things. And then I'm going to read from the beloved Elohim Orion, and it's just lovely, but I think, that needs to be made into a meditation. So I'm going to try and do that if I get time this week, because it's really lovely. And we have listened to that before as well, but probably a few years ago. And beloved John will take us through our decrees. So as we know, that's the great opportunity we have to call in the light so greatly needed on our earth. through our I am presence. So we're going to listen to the discourse from beloved great divine director.
The great, you cannot harm.
Sorry.
The great divine director. I am Discourses, Volume 8, Discourse 7. Let me assure you, beloved ones, your attention is so powerful. Remind yourself every morning when you awake, now, what my attention is on, I become. Where my attention is, there I am. Then you won't want to let your attention be on destructive or limited things, because you know you become what you contemplate. Every moment your attention is on gossip, criticism, or condemnation, you are becoming that yourself. You may be ever so innocent of any feeling, but if you bring to resolve or criticize condemnation, judgment, hatred, anger, jealousy, or any of those things, you are charging them into your world, which you will have to experience to some degree. This is why the power of your attention is the most gigantic thing in the use of mankind today. Your power of qualification and your physical eyesight, your vision, have a triple activity, which, if governed constructively, will fill your world quickly with perfection of every description. It is why in this explanation I take the opportunity again to remind you of these things. Don't think any one of you escapes. That is why I want to use this opportunity to say you waste your time if you allow yourself to criticize, condemn, or judge anyone, any person, place, or condition. You are not harming any other person, but you are harming yourself by filling your worlds with the quality upon which your attention rests. You cannot avoid it. So don't be foolish, dear ones. You should be thinking about yourselves. You cannot harm anyone else, but you do harm yourselves more than you will ever know by a continuation of any of these activities, criticism or gossip. I know this good messenger will pardon me for interrupting with a few explanations. But do you realize what sometimes one sentence of gossip will do? It will wreck a human life. You do know it in your calm moments. Then do not let any excitement or fit of anger cause you to say unkind things, sometimes falsehoods completely, because anger knows no discrimination. It cares about nothing except to destroy. If the quality is acting in you, then for that moment there is only destruction acting. These are vital things. You who touch this stream of light and have come to know the I am presence must know such discordant feelings is not permissible. For it is you who are being destroyed, limited, and interfered with. You don't harm anyone else. You might affect them temporarily, but very little. Especially you cannot affect the students of the I am who know how to protect themselves. Dear hearts, I could cite to you in the earthly activity thousands and thousands of homes and families which have been wrecked by a sudden angry vicious sentence or remark. Oh, as you value your lives, beloved ones of light, never allow yourselves to say an unkind word about another one of your fellow beings. One day you will have to face it. Now in the onrush of the great cosmic light into the outer world, which is coming more and more quickly, you won't have much time to escape it.
There we go. Always just so good to be reminded. Just nip it in the bud, because you know what the human mind is like. And now we're going to listen to this video. It's short, but it's just lovely words from the beloved Mahachohan. You are constantly radiating by the beloved Mahachohan An excerpt from Electrons and the Elemental Kingdom, compiled by Werner Schroeder from the Bridge to Freedom material. Radiation is a marvelous subject for contemplation. Every manifest expression in the entire universe, from the smallest molecule to the great central sun itself, is a radiating center of one kind of vibration or another. When you stand near a heat radiator in the winter, you feel the heat, although your physical sight as a rule does not see the substance that makes up the heat waves. You have felt the light and warmth from the physical sun in summer, and have enjoyed the fragrance of flowers, as well as the pleasing aromas that radiate from the food being prepared in the kitchen. All this is an activity of radiation. All people radiate constantly, and the substance that is emitted from their various bodies affects all other people everywhere on the planet. We are endeavoring now to bring every man, woman, and child to a place where the radiation from their bodies is harmonious, restful, and peaceful, so that their life streams, when they are in contact with each other, are uplifted, balanced, and enriched. If you will remember that what passes from your body in thought, spoken word, or feeling affects all parts of life on the planet, men, women, children, animals, plants, and vegetables, either for good or evil, you will, I know, endeavor to express and expand only that radiation which is as comforting and which is as healing as the light from the sun. The planet, as you know, is passing through a very dangerous and chaotic period, and if we could depend on your outer selves to hold a certain harmony, we could use you without limit in delivering this beautiful earth from destructive activities and expressions. From the heart of the presence of each one of you, beloved ones, comes a stream of electronic light, which finds anchorage within your physical heart, and forms there a pulsation of flame, which has been referred to as the threefold flame of God. From that flame within your heart, there passes through all your bodies the electronic energy by which you live. That energy is the God power that governs the universe, and that animates all living manifest form. Within that energy, which flows from the heart of your presence, is the power of life, eternal, and the only healing force in the universe. There passes through your bodies every second enough of this electronic force from God's heart to heal and completely free you and all mankind from every manifestation and expression of distress. You must, beloved children, like the rest of mankind, learn the power that is within your own life. When that power is allowed to unfold, it will manifest through you in the fulfillment of every heart's desire, and you will find yourself being a perfect expression of the Godhead. All right, so now we're going to listen to the Beloved Mahachahan again, read by Beloved Terry, and so beautifully read too. It's such a blessing, that book. So I hope you enjoy this.
Remember, children, in service, do not neglect your own individual application, for it is your soul that must become white as snow. It is your feeling world that must become non-recordant to discord, and it is your mind which must be cleared of all human concepts, for you cannot take soiled garments into the realm of eternal perfection. When the clarion voice of your presence speaks and you must rise, it is the application that you have made through the energies of your own world that will determine the condition of your soul when you stand before the lords of karma. The karmic board is a merciful activity of life, but those above whose heads have stood that dove of light, those who have been given the privilege of incarnation where the ascension was a possibility, are measured by a strict code. It is not lightly that the final earth body is builded, into which the soul is placed at the time of incarnation. It is not lightly that the soul is judged at the close of the earth life when opportunity has been given and neglected. Children, it has been a long journey. Ages and ages and ages have passed since you looked on the Father's face. Cycles of time have come and gone since the shining presence of the angelic host walked with men, since the devas and elementals in tree and flower and shrub were visible, and man knew angels and elementals as friends and fellow workers on the path of evolution when he, man, was a bridge connecting the kingdom of the angels and the elemental kingdom in harmonious balance and love. We have come to the point now when religion and everyday life will again combine the three evolutions which by the veil of Maya have been separated for countless centuries and are so little cognizant one of the other. Then, through his own majestic higher self, mankind, evolving upon the planet, will be the open-ended Maltese cross of freedom, the perpendicular bar of which, reaching upward into the spiritual spheres, draws the power of the sacred fire through his body into the earth, anchoring that sacred fire therein for the redemption of the planet and its people. The crossbar representing his outstretched arms, joining the kingdoms of the angels and elementals to the human evolution in beautiful and harmonious cooperation. I am one through whose body, through whose temple, comes the primal essence which represents all the energy used upon the planet Earth, both by the nature kingdom as well as mankind, through the silver cord that passes through their, men's, minds and bodies. The opportunity has been assigned to me to present to you the part the elemental kingdom plays in your life, and the part it will play in the worship of the future. What, you might say, has this to do with my own peace of mind, with my own home and affairs and my finances? Unfortunately, those thoughts and feelings arise because the self is the center of each one's world. Well, it has much to do. As you come to understand the overall universal purpose of life, you will also understand that in service you can render a balance for your misuse of energies in the past, and so more quickly be free. So you do have a personal interest in seeing the picture of the universal plan for the next 2,000 years. I shall try to show you how, through your own mind, you are also a magnetic power that invokes, draws, molds, and sustains elemental life, and in that you have the key to precipitation. It will be worth your while, therefore, to gather your senses, concentrate your energies for a moment, and have patience as I endeavor to give you that which Lord Maitreya has suggested will be a part of the pattern in the release we are presently bringing to the shepherds of the race. You have not heard too much about the activities of the Silent Watcher, yet the Silent Watcher is the first being who is drawn into action after the sun of a planetary system decides to create a universe. Into the consciousness, into the mind and body of the Silent Watcher are projected by the Father, Mother, God of the system the entire pattern for every planet. It is upon the ability of the Silent Watcher to hold that pattern, plan, and blueprint completely unchanging that the final victorious manifestation depends. The cosmic Silent Watcher received into himself a complete picture of the 7 planets of our planetary system, the rivers, the lakes, the trees, the mountains of each one, each designed according to the requirements of the evolution that was to inhabit it. From this cosmic Silent Watcher, 7 lesser Silent Watchers were sent forth who, in turn, embodied the design of just one planet. The Silent Watcher is something like an architect, except that he holds a living and breathing activity of love and light, and not merely lines on a blue-printed page. The Elohim are the builders of form. They, the Elohim, have constant reference to the design held within the consciousness of the silent watcher of each planet, lowering into form and building around the rays which form the cradles for the planets the necessary elemental substance. Over our earth is a planetary silent watcher. The Elohim drew from his consciousness the exquisite perfection of our planet, fashioned it according to the size designated in the divine plan, and drawing the universal light from the heart of God by the magnetic pull of love, made this little planet to be the home of about 6 billion life streams. The elemental kingdom works upward from the tiniest intelligence, so small that millions of them would not take up a quarter of an inch of space, into the builders of form that create bodies for mankind. Next, they graduate into builders of form, then into nature divas, who create mountains and cities, and later on they become Elohim, and finally may grow to be silent watchers of a planet, a universe, or a galaxy. You will see that my service, working closely with that of the elemental kingdom, is to train builders of form. In temples in the third sphere, where the beloved Venetian assists me, we teach elemental life to look upon a design, not as large as a planet, of course. We start with something very small, like the petals of a flower, a blade of grass, a dewdrop, or a snowflake. We, or one of the builders of form, who is a guardian in one of the temples, make a design, externalize it in the atmosphere before him, and all the elementals in the class endeavor to embody a like form. They try to imitate that figure in shape, color, and design. Some of them are very grotesque at first, dear little beings, as they can hold the picture for scarcely a second at a time, when they resume their ordinary shape. But they are in school, and finally there comes a time when they can embody the form of, let us say, an apple blossom. The teacher in the temple then notifies the nature divas that there is a group of elemental beings ready to become the blossoms of an apple tree in someone's orchard. Simple. And yet think of the centuries of training and self-control on the part not only of the elementals themselves, but of the teacher. Finally, you have a lovely white and pink spring. The apple blossom smells so sweet, and the lovers of spring enjoy walking under the bowers of their beauty. The farmer has hope of a good crop in the autumn. The bees are happy as they make their honey, and the elemental is happy because he has fulfilled his purpose. Then, the short season completed, the blossom falls, and the elemental returns home for commendation, for rest and reassignment. That is the work of the elementals. They are primarily mental beings. Note, elemental equals mind of God.
Oh, there we have it. And just such a wonderful information for all of us. And I always just think of the little flowers and the flowers, just how amazing they are. I mean, all the elemental kingdom, just even the grass and the leaves, and how it takes them a long time to learn to make it. And then to think of that great silent watcher. I know the Ascended Masters refer to as a great brooding presence. Immaculata never ever lost the blueprint for our beloved planet through all these millions of years when it hasn't been as it should have been. Anyway, my goodness, we can just be so, so grateful. So now this is from beloved Lady Faith, and it's from the Bridge to Spiritual Freedom. But she says, what faith can do for you. Faith is a quality that is inherent within life. There is no one who does not have faith in something. In its primal essence, life contains undeveloped every quality that is constructive. The evolving egos seem to lose the use of some qualities, temporarily at least, during their long journey through the earth plane, such as freedom, victory, and purity. However, there is no evolving ego who has ever entered the pathway of life's experience who has been without faith, by which he has molded daily the energy of his own being. Individuals have always had, now have, and will always have faith in something. Here we come to the clear understanding of the quality representing faith. It is a channel through which the life energy of the evolving ego flows to energize whatever the individual chooses to accept as being true for him. And according to his faith, as Jesus said repeatedly, it shall be done unto him. So this is a wonderful thing I always think to remind ourselves of, is just have faith in what, our divine plan, what we perceive to be our divine plan, and what our desires are, which are good and constructive and selfless. We have to have faith, and faith in the goodness of what's happening on our beloved earth. And now we say our decree for all those ones that have left their physical bodies and are caught in that psychic and astral realms. So we say together, beloved presence of God, I am in me, and beloved immortal threefold flame of eternal truth within my heart, and beloved Saint Germain. While my body sleeps this night, let all the constructive energy of my entire life stream, including that in my causal body, be used to render whatever service is needed in the violet flame temples established in the psychic and astral realms to draw the full gathered cosmic momentum of the violet purifying flame of divine love and compassion through every discarnate life stream there. Let all the souls who dwell in those realms be taken immediately into those purifying temples of mercy and compassion. And there have the accumulated, destructively qualified energies of their life streams purified and transmuted, so they carry in their life streams no miscreations that would add to their own or the world's distress. We decree it, and so be it, beloved I am, and we accept this done here and now with full cosmic power, and we thank you for the opportunity for making those calls. And now there's this sweetest story about the beaver. It's really, and they are the cutest little creatures. Hope you enjoy it.
Oh my goodness. My husband and I all of a sudden have found ourselves with a toddler in the house. Favorite thing for Tulip, a beaver, to do is run down our hallway and go find stuffed animals. She would come and go stand up and put her little paws up and make this really adorable little sound like, hey mom, can I come out? It was just, too much cuteness even for me. She loves following me like a little puppy dog. But we had quite a road ahead of us with Tulip. It was a group of construction workers working on electric poles. And Tulip crawled up on a man's boot and just sat there and was like, I don't have a home. So this nice man picked up this tiny little fluff ball and brought it to the wonderful rehabilitator in North Mississippi.
So cute.
But it soon became apparent that Tulip was suffering with a lot more illness and issues. And because I am raising two healthy, well-adjusted beavers, she sent Tulip down to Woodside and myself.
Go get you something to eat.
When she arrived, she was incredibly tiny because she had spent her entire little first part of life trying to just survive, fighting off illnesses. So when we first got her, it was just 24-hour care. Her immune compromise created a scenario where she could literally not be on the ground. So we immediately brought her back inside. But I knew, I'm like, she's a fighter. And she kept eating, and she kept exercising, and she kept wanting to just be a beaver. I knew she was getting better when, instead of needing to sleep so much, she started greeting me. She wanted to go run. She wanted to go play. Once she got past the pneumonia, I started allowing her in some shallow water and realized that this little beaver could not swim at all.
You look good.
So I ended up spending time just showing her how to dive. She started gaining weight. She started to swim and dive. It was a wonderful, wonderful day when I could actually let her back outside to play. We do hope that Tulip is releasable. That is always our goal. At the same time, we evaluate each individual animal and what's best for them. But right now, as it stands today, my goal is to release Tulip back to the wild.
If you are rescuing or thinking of adopting an exotic animal, please make sure to contact professionals and do your research so that they can have the best life possible.
Tulip, lucky Tulip. Anyway, it's just so sweet. There's so many of these earth angels that help all these different animals and just our world in so many places. So now we have this opportunity to begin to say our decree for the animal, insect, and reptile kingdoms. So we say together, beloved I am presence and that of all mankind, charge your mighty light of mercy and compassion to flow through us all and bring comfort and freedom to the animal, insect, and reptile kingdoms. May each human being remember and accept their responsibility as guardians and protectors of this planet's pure and innocent life until all is set free and their divine plans fulfilled. We so decree it, and so be it. In God's most holy name, I am. We accept it done, and we thank you. Now I'm going to read from Elohim Orion. So while it would be nice to have time, we have a little bit of time, but not enough time to really sort of maybe sit quietly in meditation and do what Elohim Orion suggests. So I'm going to make a video of this, definitely. But so we won't have that much time to do it, but we'll do our best today. So this is what beloved mighty Orion says. So we know he's one of the great part of the elemental kingdom. Yes, he's one of the great builders of our beloved planet on the third ray, Elohim and Angelica. So he says, I am Orion, evolve, Elohim of love, and that divine love which has caused to come into every being, every planet, every form, from the great solar galaxy to the tiniest elemental and atom belonging to this planet. Divine love is a positive and not a negative quality. I come into the atmosphere of Earth this morning on the wings of divine love, bringing with me the concentrated flame of that love. This flame has been the magnetic, cohesive power which drew into being the Earth, upon which your feet stand, the very physical bodies in which you presently function, and every other manifestation which appears here. Every form which you enjoy is part of my being, held together by the flame of my love. For if divine love, which is cohesion, were to cease to be, all in the universe would return to the unformed and become again a part of primal life. Today I bring into the atmosphere of Earth the fullness of that pink flame and ray, individually to you. I bring it as a melting, dissolving spiritual alchemy to remove these resentments and pressures of energy within your feeling worlds, deeply embedded within your memories. These pressures are caused by the records of many unhappy experiences of the past, which have formed wounds and scars within your etheric bodies, which is our memory body, we know, our soul. These wounds and scars burst open upon the slightest provocation, spewing forth again the poison of past enmities, past feuds, and past misunderstanding. Man knows not what he carries around with him, buried deeply within that realm which science calls the subconscious mind, that realm in which there are atrophied the memories of every experience in every embodiment from the very first day the life stream fell from grace up to the present moment. Sometimes those of the God-free realms who guard and govern the destinies of world movements almost shudder when they look upon the ever-weakening scar tissue, which the glorious builders of form seek to weave over those hurts and distresses in the etheric body. However, in order to fulfill itself, the divine plan brings together again and again certain life streams, each one of whom carries the memories of past enmities between them, the divine plan presenting over and over again new opportunities to make things right. Sometimes the very proximity of these individuals to each other, even in divine service, will cause provocations to arise, which are similar to those which made the original wounds. Then these wounds are likely to burst open once more, tearing asunder the etheric body. This releases again into action those feelings of rebellion and buried deep hates from the past, which originally destroyed the comradeship, affinity of these life streams for each other, and weakens those ties which should bind their hearts in wondrous love. Beloved ones, will you now consciously give me your attention, please? If you know of any life stream with whom in this earth life you are not in complete accord, consciously draw the image of that person before your mind's eye now, and let me give you the pressure of my feeling of unconditional loving forgiveness toward that one. If you will accept this, it will cut you free from the recoil of the energies of those past mistakes, which made the enmity in the beginning. Experiences of physical embodiment, good or bad, weave ties that, if they are not worked out here on earth, will have to be balanced in another realm through your inner vehicles, our etheric, mental, and emotional bodies. In this hour, I blaze and blaze and blaze into, through, and around you the most concentrated action of pure divine love, increasing its intensity and pressure until it will be impossible for you to even retain the memory of injustice, or to allow again the stirring of so-called righteous indignation. Accept this now and be free. This is the gift of love which I bring into the heart and world of each one of you who will accept it. So there we have it. And I would like to to spend time doing that, because that's something we can go over individually, but I am definitely going to make a video with those words and then leave a nice space at the end where we can just actually really take time, sit quietly, and go into that space, and with beloved Orion helping us to dissolve all those feelings that are not absolutely perfect still. They've got little barbs. I know there's little barbs. But anyway, so it's just such a lovely gift. And God bless you, mighty Orion. Thank you for this. That now we're going to listen to the dear silent watcher. I thought we'd really bless that mighty, the Immaculata. I know there's a special one for her, but also to all the silent watchers that hold the Immaculate concept for all of us. Our individual ones being our Christ selves. such a lovely song. Oh, anyway, how blessed we are, honestly. Thank you, beloved John. You'll take over now with our very important decrees. And we're going to read something before because we think this is a good idea. So thank you, beloved John.
Thank you, beloved Anthea. Evening, everybody. We thank you, beloved Anthea, for that inspirational teachings, messages, songs, and videos, bringing us to that place of peace, calm, harmony, and serenity. Beloved, I am present. Take command of us all. Produce your mighty perfection through these our decrees. Beloved Ascended Masters, we give you full permission on behalf of ourselves and of all mankind to do whatever is necessary in this lower realm to fulfill the divine plan. And we call for you to charge your mighty power and give whatever energy may be lacking from our side into all our decrees, so they can manifest here and now, all according to thy will. We call to beloved Archangel Michael to send cosmic rays and mighty angels of protection to protect us and all who have joined, and for all the energy released to be purified and used only to serve the cosmic light. So be it. Beloved I am, we thank you. We say together, mighty I am present, great host of ascended masters, archangels and Elohim, cosmic beings and great cosmic light, come forth now in all your cosmic power. Withdraw and withhold all power from destructive forces and individuals with destructive intent throughout the world right now and forever, whether it is conscious or unconscious. Expose, seize, bind, and render helpless all these sinister forces and their activities until the light has removed them completely, and illumine the source so this may never act again, and raise up to positions of power the divinely chosen leaders. Replace all with ascended master consciousness and the divine plan fulfilled. We thank you. Our tube of light protection. Beloved mighty presence, beloved Archangel Michael, and beloved Commander Conrad, continually intensify your protective pillar of pure light substance and Archangel Michael's armor of light through and around me, charged with your invincible protection, all-powerful and impenetrable. I am invisible. I am invincible. I am invulnerable to anything but thy almighty perfection. I am grateful that we are given whatever added protection is needed. And what we ask for ourselves, we ask for our loved ones and that which is constructive in all mankind and the world. Thank you. I just visualized your tube of light, that mighty pillar of brilliant blue and crystal light surrounding each and every one of us. 9 feet in diameter, 3 feet each side of us, thick wall at the edge, stronger than any steel. Build your wall of light. See Archangel Michael's armor of light around us, forming that impenetrable pillar of protection around ourselves, this group, our families, friends, and around every constructive person across the face of the earth. Every beloved one standing up for truth, justice, and freedom. May God bless, direct, perfect, and protect each and every one of you. Thank you. I am the law of forgiveness for myself and all mankind, for all mistakes, misqualified energy, and for straying from the light. Beloved Lady Kuan Yin, forever fill us with your ascended master feelings of mercy and forgiveness for ourselves and all mankind, that we give our deepest gratitude and thanks for this. But we just feel deeply that sincere desire to be forgiven and to forgive any and all parts of life that we have ever hurt or harmed, or that has ever hurt or harmed us back to the very beginning. All misuse of life, misqualified energy of any kind that we are responsible for, human concepts, and feelings in our beings and world, and every mistake for which our outer selves are responsible for. Beloved mighty presence, and that of all mankind, forgive, forgive, forgive each and every one of us. We just feel deeply in our hearts a great gratitude for this great gift of law of forgiveness. That is such a blessing to all mankind. Thank you. We call to the great central sun to charge your secret power into these decrees, and we call for beloved Saint Germain to anchor a cosmic concentration of violet fire in America and wherever else it is needed in the world, here and now. And we thank you. Our violet fire decree. Mighty I am presence, beloved Saint Germain and those that minister to the violet flame, come forth now and blaze your cosmic violet fire and cause a mighty victory for all the world to see. I am the law of forgiveness in cosmic action now. I am the victory of the sacred fire in all its cosmic power. Mighty angels descend with your purple ones of fire and strike them into the center of every place where there has been a history of sinister force activity. Transmute and consume it all. Cause, core, record, effect, and memory, and set it all free from that which was never meant to be. Replace it all with the ascended Master's consciousness, the divine plan fulfilled, and light from the secret love star. We thank you. Our decree for the elementals. I am the light of God that never fails, purifying, loving, thanking, and blessing the great directors of the elemental kingdom, and every beloved earth, water, air, and fire elemental for your ceaseless service to me and to all mankind. I am the mighty cosmic light, awakening all mankind to the great intelligence of this kingdom, and remove from elemental life today the necessity for longer obeying the destructive impulses of mankind. And so be it, beloved I am, we thank you. In the name of my mighty I am presence, great cosmic beings and great cosmic light, I decree, I am the presence charging the minds and feelings of everybody in America and the world with Saint Germain's ascended master consciousness and perfection, right now and forever. I am the presence, blessing, illumining, perfecting, and setting all free in service to the light. Our decree for the purification of our beloved earth. In the name of my mighty I am presence, and by the power of the great host of ascended beings, we demand a cosmic living sword of blazing flame, continually strike into all human miscreations back to the very beginning, causing all negative energies and entities in the psychic and astral realms, and in the consciousness of all mankind, to cease to exist forever. Cause, core, effect, record, and memory, freeing all human and elemental life from that which was never meant to be, and ensuring the psychic and astral realm is no more. Replace it all with the immaculate concept for all life, ascended master consciousness and light substance from the secret love star. That thy will be done, and so be it. So it is, beloved I am. We thank you. Our decree for divine justice. I am the most intensified cosmic action of the flame of divine justice, blazing throughout the world right now and forever. I am the law. I am the justice. I am the judge. I am the jury. Knowing that I am all-powerful, then I know that only divine justice can be done everywhere, here and now. Beloved Lady Portia, ensure divine justice prevails throughout the world, right now and forever. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. Now, before we say our final decree, by the love and power of our beloved mighty and Prince, we call to you, beloved mighty victory, to fill us with your full feeling of victorious accomplishment, that cosmic feeling of ascended master victory. We say together, I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the cosmic flame of victory, which reigns supreme everywhere, right now and forever. We accept these calls, answered as they are made, according to thy will, with full cosmic power, maintained and doubled each instant of each hour, until fully manifest. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. O beloved Sanat Kumara, we send all our love, our deepest gratitude, and God's richest blessings to you for this gift of that beautiful love star that you have placed in our auras, and the aura of every unascended being on our beloved earth, radiating your love and pouring its flaming substance into our world, guiding us and helping to maintain peace and serenity in our worlds through our love and contemplation of it. We place our attention now on that beloved secret love star, that mighty focus of cosmic divine love from our great central sun. Supreme light can never be requalified by human thoughts or feelings. Beloved secret love star, make each of us a living sun of pure divine love, radiating centers, so we may bless all those we interact with, every place we visit, and whomever we pass by, as we move in outer world conditions. We send our deepest love and gratitude to the mighty beings from the great central sun, who maintain and sustain this great focus of love. We are most grateful that we give our deepest thanks for this and the opportunity of adding our own love and light to these calls in our service to life. We thank you, beloved I Am Present. Thank you, everybody, and blessings to all.
Thank you, beloved John. Marvelous. And I just think now who'd like to read the closing invocation? Beloved Estelle, would you like to, are you able to read the closing invocation? Do you have a screen for you?
Yes, I do. Thank you for the honor. I would love to do that.
Lovely.
Before ending the session, we all say with mics muted, beloved I Am Presence and beloved Master Katumi, nourish the seeds planted in my consciousness so that the ideas entrusted to me become manifest flowers of perfect expression in my world and the world of all my fellow men. Beloved Presence of God, I Am, pour the light of thy great glory upon my consciousness and nourish the seeds planted by the Masters. We thank you.
Thank you very much, beloved Estelle. Let's just take a moment now and just send our deepest love and gratitude for these marvelous teachings, for our many blessings, for our beautiful earth, the great ascended ones, and our beloved I Am Presence, and our opportunity to serve. We just give deep, deep thanks. Oh, thank you, everybody. I'm just going to close the